We begin with the brazen cyber attack that has shut down the biggest pipeline in the United States.
Colonial Pipeline.
On May 7, 2021, Colonial Pipeline, an American oil pipeline system, suffered a ransomware attack that caused a 6-day shutdown of their gasoline, jet fuel, and diesel shipments. This caused places like Charlotte, Virginia to run out of fuel. Now, despite the massive attack, Colonial Pipeline had a $15 million cyber insurance policy that helped cover the $4.4 million that they paid out to the hackers to end the ransomware attack. Why they chose to pay the hackers is another story, but what matters for this video is that they had cyber insurance to cover their cost. Now, in today's age, a small coffee shop needs protection just as much as a large international shipping company. Any organization dealing with sensitive information like names, addresses, credit cards, vendors, etc. is at risk. And it's never a matter of if something happens, but when. The internet is on 24/7, 365, and at some point you're going to have an issue. For example, compromised credentials, such as business email compromise or BEC, facilitated 19% of data breaches in 2022. Data breach costs involving third-party vendors as the initial attack vector rose from $4.3 million in 2021 to $4.55 million in 2022. This is a concerning upward trend that we would like to get turned around, especially as more and more businesses are relying on the digital space for work. So, this begs the question, how does a company get cyber insurance coverage? Before you start shopping around for a provider, you're going to want to make sure that you are ready for the cyber insurance survey questions that they're going to ask you. Questions such as, is your business's continuity disaster relief plan ready? Are you implementing security awareness training? Shout out to our friends at Cybersecurity. Do you know where your data is being hosted? You'll be surprised at how many people say no. Do you have multi-factor or two-factor authentication? Have you been hacked before? Are your info systems compliant? Does your data contain any personally identifiable information, such as social security numbers? Does your company run penetration tests? Do you know who has full access to your company's digital security? Does your whole company have access? And if it is the whole company, you'll want to change that as soon as possible. Like, actually pause this video and go and fix that. Rather than having your company's security accessible to all, you'll want to implement the principle of least privilege. That is, the principle that a security architecture should be designed so that each entity is granted the minimum system resources and authorizations that that entity needs to do its job. Nothing more, nothing less. All of this matters because applying unprepared could inflate your rates. Worse yet, if you're hacked and hadn't checked all the boxes, you won't even get that insurance payout and you'll have to pay all the damages out of pocket. Your company's financial health is now tied to your cyber health. Now, if all of this sounds a little overwhelming, don't worry. You won't have to tackle this alone. At Edge, we're all about helping you reach your security goals while providing clarity every step of the way. Check us out at the link below, and we'll see you in the next one.